Hey friends, I think I'm actually just a minute early, so I'm just making some notes and I will start in just 1 second. Okay, so here we are for another Friday Fundamentals, and this week we're going to talk about Slick Stick. Now, if you saw my post from earlier, you might think that it's a product that I don't like, because I did say in that post that I find it to be one of the most overused products out there, and I love it. It's a great product. Hey, I just saw Pam come on. When you guys come on, say hi so that I know you're here and I don't think I'm just talking to myself like a wacko. So anyhow, Slick Stick. So if you remember a few weeks ago, hi Pam, if you remember a few weeks ago, we talked about Boss. Matter of fact, that was the very first Friday Fundamentals, and we talked about what its uses are. And just to recap that, I always think of Boss. Hi Nikki, happy Friday. I always think of Boss. It says blocks odors, stains, stops bleed through. That's just too many words for me. So I always think of it, blocks odors, seals, stains. Okay? So it's just nice and short and sweet. And that's really what it's for. So after the live, after that Friday Fundamentals, hi Nancy, I had a lot of people message me. And there's a lot of confusion out there about when to use Boss versus when to use Slick Stick. If you have to use Boss and Slick Stick at the same time, what goes first? Spoiler alert, you don't use them at the same time. So I just kind of want to talk to you about, okay, so we talked about Boss and what it's for. I want to talk to you about what Slick Stick is for. So Slick Stick is a product, and I always give examples of, ways to remember things. So I always think of Slick Stick as a little layer of suction cups, okay? And basically when you put it on, it makes whatever you put on top of it stick. Therefore, Slick Stick. But here's the thing. I see tons and tons and tons of people use this instead of just prepping their piece. So Slick Stick was made for things like tile, not like travertine tile that's like a natural stone, it's very porous, but like ceramic tile, glass, metal, hard shiny plastic. And I actually have to say something about that. Let's say you are painting a ceramic vase, those types of things, okay? So if you can sand it, then you don't need Slick Stick. You don't. And so then I have a lot of people who will message me and they will say, I have this wood piece and it's got a really thick coating of whatever top coat is on it. So I think I need to use Slick Stick. I don't want to sand because I don't want to waste that time. Okay, let me tell you something. I can scuff sand a big piece, in maybe 15 minutes. But if you are just slapping on a coat of Slick Stick and then continuing painting, first of all, you're not using this right and it's not going to work. Okay, so it's just not going to work. So you're wasting time and you're wasting money on a product that you're not using right, so it's not working for you. Like I said, I could take like 15 minutes to scuff sand my piece after cleaning, get all of that sanding dust off, and go to paint very quickly. If you choose to use Slick Stick instead, you are adding a lot of time, because in order to use this properly, you need to clean your piece. That always goes without being said. Clean your piece, then you put on a coat of Slick Stick. Then you wait until it's dry, 2 to 3 hours. Depending on where you live. Then you put on another coat and then you wait overnight. That's how Slick Stick works. So now you've turned a 15-minute job into hours lots of effort, lots of extra product, and by the time your piece is ready, after this is sat, you could have painted it already and be ready for your next step. Now, like I said, if it's tile, if it's glass, if it's metal, you don't want to mess around with that. But I will tell you that I've been using Dixie Belle long before Slick Stick came out. Relatively speaking, it's a new product, and you can really scuff up like things like laminate, like plastic they put on top of, you know those French provincial Sears dressers that have that plastic laminate on top? You can actually scuff that and paint it, and you don't necessarily need Slick Stick, because that's what we used to do. You know, that's what we used to do. We didn't have Slick Stick then. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you see people telling you, hey, skip the sanding, save some time, use some Slick Stick, it's not true. That being said, you never need both of these at the same time. Because if the piece can bleed, meaning it can release those wood tannins, then you can scuff sand it and you don't need the Slick Stick, okay? And if it's something like glass or ceramic tile or ceramic vase, it's not gonna bleed. There's no wood tannins in ceramic. So you don't need both of these at the same time. I'm just trying to save you guys some money. I'm just trying to save you guys some time, okay? So that is our little, I'll get off my soapbox now, but I just, you know, anybody who knows me, especially my local customers, and we've talked in person, they go through my store and they start picking up, well, I saw that I'm probably going to need Slick Stick. I have talked so many people out of buying just products in general that they don't need. And I get that you sell products so that you can make money, but I'm not the type of person to sell somebody something they don't need just to make $1. So Slick Stick I used it. Like this is a used one because I painted my mini fridge. It definitely needed that. But your wood dressers don't need this. Okay? 15-minute scuff sand, clean off the dust, you're ready to paint after cleaning. Alright? So, that's Slick Stick and the difference between that and Boss. But what I've been so excited, I know I've been talking so fast. Oh, Kathy says, you tell him, Sherry. Oh, Linda, I love you too. You guys are awesome. Anyhow, so what I'm so excited about. So you guys know that I have, of course, my online, and I also have a shop. Well, when COVID hit, we were shut down. And believe it or not, we're still shut down. So for this whole year, I've been doing, I've still been paying my rent. They're fighting with the county, trying to get us open. And I've been doing porch deliveries, I've been meeting people, and it's just sometimes not a good way to service your client. So I want those things to be available when they're needing it. And so I'm announcing that I'm opening up a second location. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a little like building on a property. Linda, I am on the central coast of California. So I am in Napomo, California, where apparently the weather is the best in the whole country. I don't know that to be fact, but I think Wayne Brady sung a song about it. So, yeah, so I'm opening up. I have my own little building. I'm going to have all my Dixie Belle. I'm going to have all of my Prima. I'm going to have gifts and decor, and it's just going to be really cool. I'm going to be setting it up on April 1st, which is no joke. So you guys, I've been really, really crazy, and I just have been dying to tell you, which is why I have paint all over me. I don't know where that is, Linda. Lucadia? I don't know where that is. I don't know how close that is to me. Probably, I don't know, maybe south. Anyhow, so that is my big news, and I'm going to put the store name in the comments so that you guys can check it out. They're gonna in San Diego, down south. Okay, they have the coolest vintage stuff there, and I'm really excited to be bringing a second location. The best thing about this, and if you guys are local, if any of you are local, make sure you tell your friends, because I'm going to have space to do classes and workshops, and I'm not going to have to just do all those things online. Even though I love my online people, sometimes I like to get out in the sunshine and do it outside. So, and then the only other thing I want to tell you guys about on this Friday Fundamentals is, I don't know if you've been watching my page, but Prima's coming out with some new papers, and they're really, really awesome. They are coming out with some big ones, okay, that look like works of art. And that's all I can say about those. Watch the sneak peeks. They're coming out with new stencils, big ones, and new smaller papers, not the big ones, but the smaller papers. And then next week I get to order the Dixie Belle transfers and their papers. So, and they're a whole different vibe than Redesign. So I think it's gonna go really well, and everything is gonna mesh together well. So that's all the news I have. That's all the information I have about this. Hi, Kara. So join me next week. I am here every week at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and for our Friday Fundamentals. Okay, and if you guys ever have, can you guys hear my dog walking? If you guys ever have a suggestion or a request for, yes, Linda, more stencils. They're coming to you from everywhere. If you guys ever have a suggestion or a request for something to do on the Friday Fundamentals, I am so open to that. I want to give you guys the information that you need, and I would much rather have you here getting stuff that interests you than me blabbing and you guys feeling that you need to sit here and make me not feel bad or weird. So anyhow, you guys have a really great weekend, and we will see you next week, 2 p.m. right here. Thanks, guys.